Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading for August 8th to the 14th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. Now keep in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So take the messages that do and check out your other placements because you may have messages there as well. All right, for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what is the energy around the week ahead for Pisces? Ooh, got a leg up. That's nice. No place like home. Yang. And yin. Oh, isn't that interesting? Bottom of the deck is soulmates. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, Pisces. Let's have a look here. But look at this. Okay, so very well shuffled deck. You saw me shuffling on camera. You got card 1 and 2, which is yin and yang. So that really makes me think that you're coming into balance this week. Your masculine and feminine energy are balancing. You've got soulmates on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there's some divine intervention happening. We've got the leg up card, which is another confirmation of that divine intervention. There is some alignment coming in for you this week. I was going to say Sagittarius, but Pisces. And it's going to feel like home. It's going to feel authentic. It's going to feel like it's yours. I think you're going to feel very much in balance this week and in alignment and in harmony. And it's just going to feel like something came out of, it's going to almost feel like it came out of nowhere. But as we know, these things are always divinely timed. So it's not coming out of nowhere, but it may seem that way just because of the sharp contrast that I'm picking up on between your current energy and the energy upcoming. Feels like a sharp contrast, and I think it could involve a soulmate. It could involve divine intervention. It's involving you balancing your energy between the masculine and the feminine. So the more decisive and determined and focused and decision making and taking action energy, opposed to sort of this creative, trusting, intuitive energy that's not logical but is more intuitive, more feelings, more than logic. Very interesting. It's like you're surrendering through acceptance, and that changes everything this week. Wow. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. First card flipping over is that 6 of Wands in reverse, which always makes me think that you're no longer looking for balance in the external world. You're not looking for anyone to confirm or validate your experience. It's like you're going within, and that's the big shift. And as I say that, we see the High Priestess. Yeah, you're tuning into your inner voice. You're tuning into your intuition this week. There's that 5 of Cups. So maybe this soulmate was a union in the past that you sort of never really got over. I wonder if those 2 cups here behind you are ready. Finally, are you ready to close this chapter? We see the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck in reverse. So it feels like opposing forces here are sort of, that's what I mean. Like, it almost feels like your current energy is vastly different than what's coming up. And I feel like this 2 of Pentacles is almost a time where you're ready to stop being on that wheel, like you're ready to just to choose the direction that you want to build on. I feel like you're ready this week. And we see Justice coming out right next to the High Priestess. Is very interesting. King of Cups in reverse. Such an intriguing energy, the King of Cups in reverse, because it's almost like, it's sort of this idea that you're able to see things as they are without becoming emotional about them. But when the King of Cups is in reverse, it's almost like you're sort of having a harder time doing that because everything is making you feel a little bit emotional right now. And you might be feeling like you're not sure how to come around from something that happened in the past that could be very triggering for you. And it's almost like it's coming to the surface this week so that you can heal it and be done with it. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to really help you release any burdens you've been holding or any perceived losses that you may have sort of been projecting onto your own story. Like there may have been, like I said, something here in the past, may have been something in the past that you've always sort of hung on to, and suddenly this week it's like it turns around. You're not going to see it as a loss anymore. You're going to understand what it really was, where it was just a bunch of egos, you know, not seeing eye to eye, like that Five of Wands. It wasn't what you thought it was. This was something else. And it's almost like that information is going to help you let it go. That there is some kind of some sort of like mental jousting happening here, which is very interesting. I love this card because it kind of suggests to us that you're leveling up. Like you're moving up to something, you're moving on from something, and it's very dynamic energy because there's a lot of push and pull happening to get you to a place where you're ready to surrender to something. And it's interesting. It's like you're ready to rise up in harmony together. And that's what I mean. Like, it's like you're ready to cut any cords that have been limiting you with that Two of Pentacles in reverse. It kind of feels like you're ready to jump off that hamster wheel, because it feels like right now maybe you've found what you want to prioritize, and that has sort of taken you in a new direction. Seeing the Justice card makes me feel like right now there is sort of a lot of balance and truth as the background to this story, right? The story that these cards are telling me is that you used to maybe rely on external feedback and validation from others, but now you're starting to see that that was false. And that if you don't value yourself, no amount of external validation will ever make you feel whole and complete. The only way we feel that balance is from within, which is, I think, why you're seeing the yin and the yang card, the soulmate card. You're getting a lot of messages of balancing these energies out, being in alignment and in harmony with what it is that is surrounding you right now, and without getting too emotionally sort of sucked into the drama. The King of Cups in reverse is very triggered, very susceptible to getting sucked into the drama. And so I think we're seeing the Page of Wands and the King of Cups here both in reverse together, because this isn't the time to sort of have a tantrum of not, like feeling like things aren't going the way you want, so you're just going to be pissed off, instead of thinking that, well, maybe that's not for me. Maybe things are continuously not working out in that one area because I'm over-focused in this one area. The Two of Pentacles says that you've been over-committing to things. Like you're ready to just make a priority of something because you've got your foot in too many pools here. And it could be because you're seeking something, right? And it's interesting. You're triggered right now. You feel ready to get sucked into this drama when really this is helping you level up. This is good. This is, excuse me, going to help you sort of lay down your burdens and sort of experience the reversal of things. I think right now you're in a timeline where it feels really heavy. And like there's been a lot of things shifting around you, but it's almost like you're about to get this beautiful alignment that will be so supportive for you. It might be in regards to this past connection that came up in the Five of Cups here. But it could also be that it's time to just let those old stories heal, like to look at them from a different perspective, and then to take action. To take action towards the things that we have control over, and to surrender the things that we don't have control over, and to know the difference between the two, right? So that you don't spend your time spinning around these Two of Pentacles here. Let's clarify. Why is the Six of Wands in reverse here for Pisces? Six of Wands is in reverse, Eight of Wands, or Ace of Wands, because you've got a new belief system cooking here. You're getting your own satisfaction from things. You're no longer needing to receive validation from others. This Ace of Wands is you sort of having this outlook that you yourself can determine what feels like home. You yourself can determine what is a victory and what is a success. You know what I mean? Let's see, why is that page in... Oh, look, see, and there's the Six of Wands again in reverse as I ask about the page. So it's interesting. It's almost like you're still getting used to this idea that you don't need other people. I bet you've experienced some people sort of falling off, Pisces. You may have had some, like a large group of people around you as friends and acquaintances, and now you're finding that it's just you. And you're now starting over with this new idea that it's okay that it's just you. That's interesting. King of Cups in reverse, High Priestess. Yeah, this is an inner voice telling you that everything is going to be okay, that this is divinely timed, and that you're about to experience something transformative here. This is a very interesting dynamic at work here, because it's almost like you're becoming the yin yang. You're becoming the balance, whereas there may have been a lack of balance before. You may have been overly on the logic side of the masculine and not so much on the feminine intuitive side, or vice versa. But I almost feel like maybe you were mostly logic, because a lot of us are, and that the idea of tuning into your intuition is bringing in a new balance to your energy. This is very interesting. Why is the Five of Wands here? Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're starting to see that you're the only one who can set yourself free from anything, and that no one's coming to do it for you. This is very interesting, Pisces. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. I can't help but think that you're moving into a new way of looking at things. You're very strategic right now about how to get to this Ten of Cups. And at the same time, you're very intuitive. So you're balancing that intuitive part of yourself with the strategic part of yourself, and it's almost like this perfect recipe to find this no place like home, Ten of Cups energy, Pisces. And there's an Ace of Pentacles here as well. So it's sort of like you're getting this new beginning, and it's all about you leaning into things that you can change, the things you have control over, and sort of surrendering and accepting the things that you don't, trusting that everything is always going to guide you towards what's for you. You've just got to get out of your own way this week, Pisces. I feel like, that it's very interesting, that Six of Wands in reverse, because you got it twice, and I can't ignore that. You got it twice, and it's like, this is an interesting time, because when we first learn that we don't need external validation, it can create a lot of resentment and doubt at first. Almost this feeling of sort of like you become overly comparative with other people because you're not getting what you used to get from them. You used to get a lot of validation, and you're not anymore. And I feel like it's almost like a fall from grace. But at the same time, what's really happening here is that you're starting to see yourself authentically and bringing yourself into balance instead of relying on other people's opinions of you. This is very, very transformative. Let's see here. What is the animal spirit message for Pisces as they are undergoing this massive transformation here and this balancing? Bring a gentle touch, dear spirit. So yeah, it's very interesting. This confirms to me that it is the divine feminine that you need to tap into more, that the heavy weight that you carry right now is your masculine energy, and this is nothing to do with gender. It's all about just energies. And so seeing the deer spirit and the message of bringing a gentle touch, this is a time to be very gentle with yourself and to not be comparing yourself to others, to not be judging yourself, to really tune into the divine feminine. You know, maybe you're seeing this message because you need to get out into nature. Maybe you're seeing this message because you've been kind of harsh with yourself and you're needing to sort of ground into a different energy entirely, that divine feminine, that unconditional love that unifies the body, mind, and spirit, instead of that separation that we can feel when we're overly logical. There can be a gap between, you know, what we think and how we feel. And so it's interesting. It's like you're bridging that gap this week. And there's an immensity of balance. And I can't stop looking at this soulmate card because it makes me wonder what other alignments could take place for you this week when you're in balance. Very interesting. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, Pisces. I hope it's resonated for you. If it has, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. As always, I'm sending you so much love and light, my friends. Take care, and we'll see you again soon.